going on, guys? The time has finally come. We're getting Jono's black EK Civic resprayed. He's been definitely been waiting long enough for this. He's been very patient, but it's finally time. At the moment, I do have the whole car completely stripped. The car isn't too bad. Main issue is just all the the clear peeling away, and bonnet's pretty heavily faded. Rest of the car's pretty straight. It's not too bad. I can't really see too much repairs going on with it, so that's pretty relieving. The flaky paint's a pretty straightforward fix. It'll just be feather it all out, put a coat of primer over it, and it'll be good to go. The biggest issue with the car, biggest repair, will be this left hand quarter panel. It's definitely had an old repair here before. There's some old body filler here cracking away. So most likely I'll have to get a die grinder with a wire brush or something on it, and I'll probably just go in and completely remove all that old body filler, see the repair underneath, most likely try to make it a bit better, do the body filler again, re-repair it, make it all look nice. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get stuck into it, put my dust mask on, and just get it done.
Welcome back to the channel. I have been waiting for this for 2 years, well, almost 2 years, and today I'm going to go pick up my Civic from Chris's place. It's just had a respray, and yeah, I actually haven't seen the car. Chris has sent me some really bad photos on purpose because he really wants it to be a surprise. So you guys are going to see the live reaction of myself seeing the car for the first time with a fresh paint, and I'm really excited. Give you guys a moment to take a guess what color code it is. And yeah, I actually put a post on Instagram this morning and I asked what's the best color for the EK. Comment below, and we've got a lot of responses. Classic red, the Miata classic red. Lots of yellow, cypress green, that's a funny one. I've had 2 cypress green EKs before. White, we have Nada Grey. I do miss my Nada Grey EK. Silica Breath. Galaxy Grey Metallic with a touch of extra fleck. It's very extra. Midori Green. So yeah, give you guys a moment to take a guess. And we are pretty close to Chris's house, so I'll see you guys there. There she is. Ooh, what a different car. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car.
Yeah, it's nice, hey? I'm speechless. It's so shiny. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good.
You feeling alright? Fresh rubber seals. B series. I think it's a sign. Sorry guys, I didn't film much at Chris's because he's really crook. So I'm back at home and I thought it'd be cool to film Oliver's reaction because he's really missed the Civic. He's always like fidgik. So yeah, just in the garage now and I'm gonna rock up to the front. Look at Ollie, it's the Civic.
Where's the picture? Flakey! I'm Flakey! I'm Flakey! I'm Flakey! I'm
Fidgik!
the heart.
Yeah, oh, he's taking off his shoes. Ollie, did you miss the Civic?
I miss Flakey.
Yeah. The Civic is home and wow, I just cannot stop looking at the paint. It is so fresh and yeah, it just really pops. I don't know how well it translates on camera, but if you guessed Nighthawk Black, you guessed correctly. Yes, I've chosen another Honda OEM color and I just didn't really want to have a big drastic change in the paint code. This code is, I think, B92P and the factory EK color is called Granada Brown Pearl. So it's got a brown metallic through the paint and this Nighthawk Black color has a blue metallic. If you guys are familiar with Hondas, it comes factory with the Honda DC2 Type Rs. Yeah, let's have a look at the paint. So yeah, you can kind of see, the blue metallic, but it really pops really nicely. Yeah, I thought I'd only see it in the daytime under the sun, but these LED lights are really making the blue pop in the garage. I wanted to do a quick rundown of everything we did. Unfortunately, Chris, he is still pretty crook in bed. Rest up, mate. But yeah, thank you, Chris, for all that footage you sent in. It really shows the amount of work and effort you put into this car. And we will thank you. So head on to the comments, thank Chris, give him a sub if you want. And yeah, let's go through from front to back of my Civic. So my Civic, bit of history lesson for you guys. I picked this Civic up for $400 off a mate. He works at the auctions and this is a one lady owner Civic and this lady owner tried to trade the Civic in for $50. I kid you not. Had a broken drive shaft, had like a broken lock, it needed a new battery and it sat in the front yard for 3 years and she needed it gone. So yeah, my friend interceded and sold me this Civic for $400. So I was extremely happy. Nowadays, you'd be really hard pressed to find one in this condition, even go for about $5,000. So yeah, still think I got quite a bit of a bargain, but most importantly, I really wanted a stock platform to work on again, and this was exactly what it was. So my instructions to Chris was, I just wanted a closed door respray, minor repairs, nothing like a showpiece. But Chris being Chris, he cannot help himself, and he went to town in this car. Admittedly, there were a few repairs that we hadn't noticed on the car when I bought it. So there was quite a bit more work than I originally thought. So yeah, this is still not up to his standard, but you know, this is perfect for me. I am really, really happy with the outcome of the Civic. So yeah, let's start at the front. So this is an OEM EJ8 front bar. I really wanted the moldless look on the front bar, and I really wanted to keep the pre-face look. You know, I've had facelift before, and someone asked me, why don't you just go facelift for that moldless look? Well, I actually think the facelift design, the eyes are just a bit too sharp, and this is a 96 car. I still wanted to have that OG look. The SIR lip, this is the front lip off an EK4. This was given to me by good mate Jello. I thank you, Jello. He just, you know, he had it in his garage and it was like, come take it. So yeah, really happy with how that lip looks on that bar. The only other lip I would consider at the moment is the first molding lip. I've always wanted that lip, but I just can't justify it because I know I'm just gonna smash it up. The bonnet, so this is the factory bonnet which came with the car. Little did we know this was actually in a previous accident. I had a pretty dodgy repair because Chris was able to find quite a bit of rust here. So he is not happy with this bonnet. I actually really wanted to get like a carbon bonnet. I like the carbon black paint offset look. So that is my plan. I'm not planning to replace the OEM bonnet. I just want to get a factory replacement carbon bonnet on there. The guards, I roll these guards before I put these wheels on, and they are so easy to lip and roll. I'm going to tell you how to do it. All you have to do is to lip it by squeezing the lip in, and then get 2 hands on the guard, 1 hand over here, 1 hand over here, and just pull. And you can get a really, really nice pull because this is really thin sheet metal. Just so you guys have an idea, this is a 15 by 7.5 30 offset wheel, and it sits really sunken in there. Compared to the rears, which are really nice and flush. So yeah, I'm planning on putting some nice wheels in there. I know what I want, but at the moment I'm just not gonna, it's a bit silly for me to do that. Yeah, let's move on to the roof. So yeah, you guys have seen the roof and it was completely faded and flaky, and it now is a mirror finish. It is so nice. I still kept these original seals, but I do think I'm going to replace these channel seals. The doors on both sides, they actually weren't too bad, but Chris told me actually these Civics, especially the 90s Hondas and maybe probably 90s Japanese cars which were mass produced, the metal's actually quite thin, so you actually get a lot of rippling in the metal just based on wear and tear. So Chris has really put in some effort by making it dead straight, and you can just see how much of a mirror it is. And yeah, the molds on the side have been color coded like the EK9, and so has that side skirt. Yeah, onto this recorder. The recorder obviously was quite a big process for Chris. He went and took off all the paint. He went to get a puller and he had to pull that corner out and then rebog it and put the paint back onto it. I was actually quite concerned about this whole recorder because there was actually a big rust patch right there, but thankfully it's just surface rust. The bigger problem was down here, which Chris has sorted. Down to the rebar. This rebar is actually the original pre-face bar, which the molds are gone, and I'm not going to tell you guys what Chris did, but yeah, really neat stuff. Good job, Chris. And this tailgate, so I didn't expect Chris to do this, but it was really nice of him to do it. He ended up shaving both the windscreen wiper plug and also the badge, which normally sits here. The way he did this was cut a piece of steel, tacked it in, and then put bog over it, and makes it looking nice and flush. Completely debadged. And which leaves us with the wing. This is the Exceed Japan EK wing, I think it's called the EK wing, and I really like it because it actually sits really flush with the roof, and it's really subtle for that kind of lifted EK9 look. But the EK9 wing's a lot shorter. This one actually comes out all the way, and with this wing you also get the base, so you don't actually have to get the base and the wing itself. This is a much nicer option to the EK9. I actually really wanted to get the spoon wing, but I just couldn't justify it based on my previous experience. The spoon wings, they don't have good fitment, but this Exceed wing, the fitment is perfect. And the good thing is, actually the prep was minimal too. It actually comes really nicely prepped from the factory in Japan. So yeah, I am so stoked with how it's turned out. The paint is so nice, and I keep saying this, but I just can't stop looking at it. The only thing left to do with the paint is actually to throw some ceramic coat on there. It was actually raining yesterday, and when I drove it just left all these watermarks and it was filthy. So I've ordered some 3D ammo, I think it's called. So I'm just waiting for that, and I'm planning to try to apply it myself. But in terms of plans for the car, I am kind of planning to get new wheels for this car just for the street. So let me know what you think, but I think I know what I want. And yeah, we're going to be racing this car on May the 14th at London Raceway. It's called the D Series Cup, which is a group I started. If you have a D16 engine, or actually any D Series, hit me up. I'll add you to the group, and we're going to go racing May 14th at London Raceway in Sydney. So if you're interested, let me know. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Chris, I need to say thank you again. You do such amazing work, and I know this is a basic car, but it just goes to show your attention to detail. I would recommend you, except you've just got too much work going on, so too bad. Yeah, the Civic needs a new name. You guys have been absolutely savage. I've had a lot of nasty names for the car, flakey, scrap metal, a lot of nasty names, and now it needs a new name. So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.